Hello and welcome back. My name is Lyle and I'm the owner-operator of Lone Wolf Tube Amps here in San Diego. I repair guitar amps for a living and I specialize in vintage tube amps. But we're not going to talk about repair. Today we're here to talk about pedals. I have a couple of pedals. The gold one is a distortion overdrive. The blue one is a tremolo. If you want to know more about those pedals, go to YouTube, type in Fat Glass. If you type in Fat Glass, you'll find one of my, there's a couple of earlier videos where I talk specifically about this pedal, show you the inside of it, how it's made, give you more detail into my stuff. But today we're going to do a comparison. We're going to do a shootout. We got some popular pedals here from the Tube Screamers, the blues drivers, things that people have. And we're going to compare them straight up. We're playing through a really clean amp. This is a basic Princeton, no reverb. There's no overdrive. There's no channel switching. It's your basic Fender clean. We chose that just so you can hear the differences on these pedals. My friend Chris, he's going to play the guitar for us. Give us a little bit of clean Fender.
Yeah, you got it.
So there's clean guitar. So now we add a pedal of that. Now the pedal I'm showing you is the latest version. This is called the Fat Glass 2. The difference is on a Fat Glass 2, this little gain knob pops up. That gives you a bit of a mid boost. So play something. So by pushing and pulling that, you can get a slightly different tone, plus you've got the tone knob on the back. So that's a Fat Glass 2. This is an Ibanez TS9. This is one a lot of people have. Okay, we're back. We're going to compare the new Fat Glass 2 with an Ibanez. This is the original Tube Screamer. This is a TS808. This is the one that the holy grail that everybody goes for. The square button 808 is supposed to be the best Tube Screamer. So we're going to compare that with the Fat Glass. So right now we're clean. All right. Okay, so we throw in the Fat Glass. Okay, so now we're going to do Fat Glass against Blues Driver. Again, for reference, this is the Fat Glass. Okay, so this is Fat Glass against OCD by Fulltone. This is the Fat Glass. So that was the Fat Glass both ways with the button down, and then the last one you just heard was with the mid boost up and compared to the OCD. And the other thing is, people ask me, well, what's it sound like if you dime it? What does it do if you turn it all the way up? Go. See, that's with the boost up and everything maxed out. If you drop it down and turn it down a little, now you've got a little more edge of breakup kind of tone that's cleaner. There you go, something. And the idea was to get a pedal that wasn't a one-trick pony, that tone-wise, between this mid-boost and the tone control on the back, you can kind of get from here all the way over to here. Anything from Eddie Van Halen to Led Zeppelin, whatever, ZZ Top, somewhere in between. You should be able to dial in a pretty good tone. No pedal's going to be perfect for everything, but this one's doing a pretty wide swath. So we're going to run back through the pedals. This time we're going to do a different lick, just so you can hear something a little bit different through the same pedals, slightly different lick. We're going to do some Led Zeppelin. We got the Fat Glass on, so give me some Led Zepp. Now we're going to do the Blues Driver. Yeah. We're going to put some Led Zeppelin through the Blues Driver and the Fat Glass. Okay, so OCD. you can hear the difference, right? Well, that's kind of winky, and it just doesn't really have enough. I mean, that's as much gain as it has. That's max. And for something like Van Halen, you really needed that or a bit more, you know? In fact, you could play Van Halen with this thing dimed. Okay, so we're going to do something a little different. We're going to show you, this is two fat glasses. The difference between them, this one's got a JJ, which is a tube it normally comes with, and this one we stuck a Mullard in there, just to show you that you can change the tone of this thing by simply changing the tube. It's still going to sound like a fat glass, but you can lean the tone a little bit this way or that, depending on what tube you put in it. That's one advantage that I've got over other pedals, that once you buy a Tube Screamer, it is what it is. There's no modifying, well, unless you send it out to somebody. But a transistor pedal pretty much is what it is. This pedal, you can play around with the tubes, buy new old stock, whatever turns you on. So this is the stock JJ that comes with. As you can hear, the tone is slightly different depending on what tube you put into the pedal. It's your call. Depends on your guitar. In this case, we've switched to your basic Strat. This is a guitar you can buy at any Guitar Center. It's nothing, no fancy $2,000 guitar here. This is just your basic Strat. And like I say, you can modify this to fit your guitar, whether you're playing a Strat or something with humbuckers. The fat glass can be tweaked so that you can get the sound that you're looking for. Not somebody else's sound, but your sound. And that's one of the advantages of my pedals. The other is it comes with a 1-year warranty, which a lot of people don't have. And my 1-year warranty, by the way, does include the tube. If you break it, I will send you another tube, not a biggie. If you want to experiment with other tubes, feel free. You can stick 12AXs in here, 7025s, 5751s. In the box with the pedal, I'll give you a list of all the different tubes you can try in here. And you can't hurt the pedal by switching tubes. Just simply trust your ear, listen to the different tubes, see what one you like. You may try a bunch of different tubes and come back to the original JJ. That's what I did. I tried a bunch of tubes when I was manufacturing this thing, and I ended up with the JJ because this is the best all-around tube. So your mileage may vary. Feel free to experiment. One other important thing I wanted to mention on my pedals, this little part right here, hand-wired in the USA. This is not made in China. It doesn't have any transistors in it. It's an analog pedal with a 12AX7. So if you want to invest $249 in a really good pedal, you'll probably be putting all these other ones in a shoebox somewhere, because this will become your one pedal. So think of it as an investment. So just for ha-has, we're going to show you a flexibility. We've switched to a Telecaster guitar with single coils, We've got a Boss Katana, which is a fairly popular home amp. A lot of people have these. A lot of people, of course, got Fender guitars. So also, instead of playing classic rock for you, we're going to switch gears and play something by Pantera. And what's going to happen if we try to play Pantera through a Boss Katana? Well, if you've got a tube pedal in between, this is what it'll sound like. So this is going to be just the Boss Katana by itself in overdrive mode, so you can hear the dirty side of the katana. As you can hear, if you've got a solid state amp, you're trying to play fairly progressive metal type stuff, something like a TS9 is not going to get you there. It's going to go from here to here. My pedal would take you from here to here. You can do classic rock to Pantera with the same pedal and not have to have different overdrive pedals for different types of songs. I know a lot of guys in top 40 bands are asked to play a whole range of tones, and your tone has to go from edge of breakup to Pantera, and you have to pull it off at the click of a button. So you need good equipment to do that. So that's the Fat Glass 2 compared to a range of popular pedals that are out there. If we get some additional pedals in the future, we may do another Shootout. But for now, that gives you a good example of what tube screamers and blues drivers and things sound like compared to a hand-wired tube pedal. Again, your mileage may vary. You may have a setup with a tube screamer that you like, or you may have a whole shoebox full of pedals that you hate. Either way, go to top40guitars.com and Santee. They're my distributor here on the West Coast, and they will fix you up with a Fat Glass 2. And like I said, it comes with a 1-year warranty. And you're making a good investment if you buy a decent pedal. I want to thank all the people that made this possible. Tom for shooting the video, Derek for arranging all the pedals, Chris for playing the guitar. If you get a chance, go to chriseves.com, and he's got his own website. Check him out. Thank you for everybody who made this possible. We'll see you in the future. Thank you.